Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
So continuing, basically, guys, Section 21 Villain Wars. We move on to a fight that was created by Andre Partridge, and it's a very magnetic fight of two villains. We have Magneto from Marvel Comics, famous character, versus none other than Dr. Polaris from DC Comics. So, like I said, we have a very magnetic battle for the ages. A fight that I would actually like to see done or written. But let's get to it. I'll give you my diagnosis on this fight / debate, and I'd like to hear what you guys think. So let's get started. So we'll start off with Magneto. I think everybody knows Eric Lencher Magnus. Everybody should know this guy. I mean, this Eric Magnus Lencher, Max Estenheim, whatever you want to call him, he has several names, is one of the very recognizable X-Men, oldest in X-Men films. He is known as the Master of Magnetism. He is also an Omega level mutant. So Omega level is a very powerful level for a mutant, even though they don't really play that up anymore. But yeah, it is. Now, he has been savior, villain, terrorist, conqueror, teacher, He's been a lot of things, but we're gonna kind of use him as pretty much the a villain that he is. Now, I don't need to go into his origin because we all know his origin. Let's just get right to the power set. What can this guy do? We all know his ability of magnetism. He has the power over all forms of magnetism. It's always been his power. He can control it. He can sense it. He can move things. I've seen it once. He can draw from draw from the planet itself. I've seen him do it. He can also create force fields with his magnetism. He's done some very horrible things with his magnetism, like for example ripping the adamantium out of Wolverine's body. He is so powerful, guys. He actually moved the Earth off its axis. Okay, he's done that. Over the years they have made him more powerful, and he's able to do a lot of other things as well with it, like manipulate forms of electromagnetic powers. A lot of like UV. How can I put it? Like radio waves, ultraviolet lights. He's able to manipulate. I've seen him manipulate gamma rays for a short time. He's done a lot. Now he's also very intelligent, and he's very seasoned as a combat. He's a great strategist. He's a great tactician. And he's just a guy you don't want as your enemy. Let's just put it like that. So that's pretty much enough to say about Magnus. Let's move on to his combatant. So yeah, like I said, his combatant in this, none other than Dr. Polaris. Dr. Polaris. Now, here's one thing about DC. A lot of characters have come along to take the name. That's one thing I respect about DC. They kind of are a legacy company. A lot of characters have come and they've been old, and then they're new characters. Several characters, once again, have taken up the name Dr. Polaris, but I'm staying with the original Dr. Polaris that first appeared in Green Lantern 21, that the same man character that was created by Gil Kane and John Broome. I'm talking about Neil Erminson, Dr. Polaris. This guy has not had an easy life. I'm just gonna put it up there. He was abused as a child. Which pretty much are kind of the reason why he turned to being bad. He how can I put this? He kind of worked to benefit mankind, but he also had a love for magnets. I'm not even joking about that. Pretty much he pretty much turned crime, and that's the best way I could say it. And there have been different versions of him, like over the years, from original Earth to New Earth after Infinite Crisis. But even still, his costume and the abilities that he has, DC has once gone to say he is also a master of magnetism, and he's one of the most deadliest metahumans on Earth. That's saying a lot, okay? And he's dealt with the likes of Green Lantern, mostly Green Lantern, but he's also been a Justice League villain as well. Now, like Magneto, Polaris is able to control magnetism to such a magnitude, okay, just like Magneto, that he once became, and I researched this just to make sure, he once became the Earth's South Pole. That's saying a lot. He's also, I also researched this to make sure I get a power set right. He also inhibited control so good with his powers that he manipulated the blood cells inside a person. So basically he was able to fine tune his abilities so much that he was able to manipulate the bloodstream, irons in your blood. So I can understand that. That's scary. That's very scary. But I can see why Polaris is by DC is known as one of the deadliest metahumans on Earth. Now, let's get on to the battle breakdown of this fight/debate. A very magnetic fight indeed. Two very highly intelligent men going at it who have basically this similar abilities. Control over magnetism. Very scary to think that two people, if they were to come together and fight each other, how would this go about? Power versus power? Strength versus strength? I don't think so. I think more would come down to wit, intelligence, deviousness. Who's willing to fight a little dirty? Things like that. Because in all honesty, once again, this is another fight where no matter where they are, heaven help where they're fighting, and Polaris, Dr. Polaris, and Magneto will take it to the extreme. But having said that, I don't really see a real clear-cut winner here. Because of their powers are so similar, and some of the things they can do with their powers are similar too, I don't clearly see a clear-cut winner, so I'm going to say, in my opinion, draw. But I'll leave it up to you. I'll leave it up to what you guys think as well. Who do you feel is the winner? Magneto from Marvel Comics or Dr. Polaris from DC Comics? And that was another fight. That was fight number 12 for section 21. I'll see you guys next time with some more fights down the road. Take care.